Hello everyone. So today we are going to discuss about research subject on semantic study. So we previously want to introduce ourselves. My name is Jerry Christian, Muhammad Iqbal, Yurayama, Herdy, and Joan Candra. So introduction. It is one of the interesting subjects to discuss in linguistics. Language is abstract and so its meaning. The concrete one is the entitles. People have different terms in expressing one thing, so it becomes arbitrary. To explain how people can relate the entitles and its meaning has been explained by Auden and Richard's theory in their book The Meaning of Meaning 1945-11 through semantic triangle. They classify the meaning of thing into there, namely symbol, reference, and referent. Symbol is the representation of the entity. For example, the word cat. Second is when people listen or know about cat, they build the concept of this thing, such an animal, a mammal, four legs, fury, cute, and meow, and it is known as reference. And the rest is the real entity in the real world which is known by referent. There is no relevant relation between symbol and referent. The meaning of semantics. Semantics is the study of meaning. It deals with the literal meaning of words and the meaning of the way they are combined, which taken together from the core of meaning or the starting point from which the whole meaning of a particular utterance is constructed. Okay, the definition of meaning. According to Leach, there are only 7 types of meaning. Meaning plays a vital role in understanding what is communicated. Thus, there are 7 types of meaning and they contributed much to the field of semantics. The study of meaning is a new field of the century in days to come. This field of study will progress and will have much value in analysis of meaning in field of linguistics. Generally, it is classified into 7 types of meanings in which 5 of them are identified as associative meanings. The 7 types of meaning are conceptual meaning, thematic meaning, and associative meaning. Connotative meaning, stylistic meaning, affective meaning, reflective meaning, and collocative meaning. The associative meaning of an expression has to do with individual mental understanding of the speaker. They can be broken up into 5 subtypes or are connotative meaning, stylistic meaning, affective meaning, reflective meaning, and collocative meaning. Leached 7 types division of meaning can be illustrated based on diagram below.
The first, conceptual meaning. In semantics, conceptual meaning is the literal or core sense of a word. There is nothing read into the term, no subtext, it's just the straightforward literal dictionary definition of the word. The term is also called denotation or cognitive meaning. Contrast the word with connotation, affective meaning, and figurative meaning, which go beyond the dictionary to add subtext to a word when it's used. For an example of conceptual meaning would be the word of cat. When you think of the word, image, thought, and memories immediately become activated to provide you with the concept behind the 3-letter word, C-A-T, cat. These thoughts and memories are the concept under which you understand the meaning of the word. Cat is a mammal, covered in fur, has whiskers, sleek and fast, flexibility, sleeps up to 18 hours a day, sometimes is friendly and not friendly, scratches and has claws, and soon you will add the fact that will create a concept map of the word. A good way to understand conceptual meaning is through the application of the Freyer model, which is graphic organizer that classifies and categorizes the fact about a word so that there can be a clear understanding of the concept behind it.
Okay, next, associative meaning. In semantics, associative meaning refers to the particular qualities or characteristics beyond the denotative meaning that people commonly think of in relation to a word or phrase, also known as expressive meaning and stylistic meaning. In semantics, the study of meaning, British linguist of Geoffrey Leach introduced the term associative meaning to refer to the various types of meaning that are distinct from denotative or conceptual meaning: connotative, affective, thematic, social, affective, reflective, and collocative. Alright, now here's the example of associative meaning. Connotations can be either positive, negative, or neutral. Writers often use different connotations to inject multiple layers of meaning into a word, phrase, or passage. Take the sentence. For example, the dog is thin. It has neutral connotation because it is simply a statement of a fact. However, the same sentence rewritten as the dog is emaciated has negative connotations. The word emaciated implies the dog has a neglectful owner. Thematic meaning. Thematic meaning is how the speaker portrays the message through word choice, the order of words used, and emphasis. Notice the subtle difference in emphasis between these sentences. The first one, my studies are important to me. The second one, what is important to me are my studies. A writer or speaker can imbue emphasis by how he or she ends a sentence or paragraph.
Types of associative meaning. Connotative meaning, subtext and layers brought into the context by the use of a particular word. Subjective. A word's connotation can be a negative or positive, depending on the audience. The label of being a liberal or a conservative, for example, can be good or bad, depending on the person's intention in using it and the person hearing or reading it. Connotative meaning can change over time or mean different things among different societies. Stylish meaning, the meaning given to words based on the social context that they are used in. For example, someone from the south will use yell more often than someone from a different region of the country. People from different regions call a carbonate soft drink different things too, from pop to soda to coke. A language can have a formal or informal register too that realize social meaning, or in some contexts, users can show social class or a lack of education, such as if someone uses a double negative, incorrect form, or the word in. Effective meaning. What meaning is associated with it in the real world for the speaker, or rather than just its dictionary meanings? Subjective. A CEO and a non-talking about charity could mean two different things. Reflective or reflected meaning. Multiple conceptual meanings. For example, the literal dictionary definition of the word gay is happy or bright. Though in society used today it has a much different meaning. Collocative meaning. Words that are regularly found together. For example, take pretty and handsome. These words are more often associated with one gender or the other. If you hear someone behind you say, "Don't you look handsome?" and you look to see one person talking to a girl and one talking to a boy, your knowledge of how handsome is used collocative helps you figure out that the person you offer her is talking to the boy. Okay, there is all from us, and thank you.